Hey, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I was on a phone call. Literally got a phone call like right before the live stream started. But hey, welcome to welcome to Apex Syndicates and Cryptopia. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope you're, man, I feel good. The sun is shining. I feel amazing. Last time I was on a live stream, I could barely talk. My throat was all messed up. I felt like complete crapola, but I'm feeling way better. So just wanted to basically say, I'm grateful and I'm having a fantastic day today. So anyways, hope you guys are all doing good. If you guys have any questions on any projects or anything like that, if you guys want me to review any coins or anything, feel free to ask. We would love to have you engage with us. And like I said, I'll review anything that you guys are interested in. But there's a coin or a couple of coins actually that have came onto my radar, and they are really got huge arbitrage. And this means huge upside potential. So I'm talking about right now is a coin that goes by the name of ZOOMER. Okay. Now, you might not be familiar with ZOOMER. I actually wasn't until the other day, is that this is part of the Wojak series. So what I want to do is show you this. Hold on, they've changed something on this. I want to make sure. Yeah, okay, I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, sorry. Okay, guys, so look, this is low budget stories. Okay, this is the Wojak YouTube channel. Okay. Look at this, 1.22 million subscribers. Okay. 1.2 million subscribers, 134 videos. And you scroll down here, look at this, 1 million views, like this, 1.7 million views right here on this guy, 2 million views. Look at this one over here, right here. Life of food delivery, 2.7 million views. Okay. So this is the narrative. This is the narrative that ZOOMER is tapping into. And so right now, ZOOMER is a 362K market cap. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. And what I was talking about arbitrage, okay, is I wanted to go over here and show you Wojak. Okay. This is Wojak. This is the main character. This is like Pepe of the boys club. Okay. Wojak is like Pepe. Okay. And this coin has been ripping. I mean, literally, absolutely ripping. It went from, okay, yesterday on May 5th, this ran to a $51 million market cap, give or take. And of course, it's retraced. Some people are taking some profits. Good for them. But this is a very healthy chart. I could easily see this thing hitting. Me personally, I think Wojak is a $500 million coin, and potentially even a $1 billion coin. Okay. Wojak is a huge narrative, and it will pop. Okay. I really think when the bull run comes, Wojak will fly. Okay. So that's my point. So huge arbitrage. So just to show you the arbitrage between Wojak, okay, right now at a 28 million. Yesterday it was a 50 million. Okay. So I go back over here to ZOOMER, at a 360K market cap. Yesterday, this was a 280K market cap. That was 100x. So yesterday, there was 100x arbitrage between Wojak and ZOOMER. 100x. Okay. That is insane. That's an insane arbitrage for tokens in the same narrative, like between, it's like the boys club, right? So, and apart from that, I wanted to show you there's another coin in the mix here. This is UNC. UNC is the third player in this narrative, and he's at a $4.6 million market cap. Okay. On when was this? The 16th of April, okay. This ran to a $25 million market cap. Okay. It ran up hard. And of course people took profits, but I mean, it ran up from like a couple hundred K. What was this? So it ran up from like a 200K market cap. Jesus Christ, all the way to 25 million. Could you imagine getting in here at a 300K market cap? Man, April 12th. And this thing ran to a 25 million. So of course people took profits. Good on them. That's what you're supposed to do. And right now it's holding a very strong, steady floor right around this 5 million. It's been trading sideways from, let's just see, pretty much May 1st. Let's call it May 1st. Look at that consolidation. Almost 6-7 days of steady consolidation. So for me, I think this thing is going to pop. I think it's going to run. I think it's going to do some amazing things. But this is why I was sitting here and I'm showing you ZOOMER, because this is the same guys. This is the same narrative. And you can see this arbitrage between, Wojak, UNC, and ZOOMER, right? You've got these 3 levels and there's major arbitrage here. And it's not that this isn't a main character. This is a main guy. This is one of the main dudes, right here. You've got the blue shirt is ZOOMER. The black shirt is Wojak. The guy in the glasses over here in the white shirt is UNC. Those are the main dudes. And I'm telling you, this is a huge, huge freaking narrative. It really is. They're posting regularly on X. They've got great art. It's fun, super good engagements, like really, really good engagements. So, man, I'm telling you, get involved, see if you see what I see. But when I look at this, they've only got 133 followers right now on X, but it's just getting massive engagements. So I would highly recommend checking this one out. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. Definitely not financial advice, everybody. But I'm telling you right now, I've not seen a coin with this big of a community, with this big of an arbitrage between the OG coin and where this is at, with this much engagement, with a YouTube channel with 1.2 million subs. I've not seen a coin with this much potential in a long time. Okay. So like I said, do your own research, do your own due diligence, just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm investing in. And I'm telling you, I'm throwing some good money. I personally threw about $5,000 at this. I personally threw about 5K at this because I see the massive upside potential here. So, let's see. And hey, guys, I see some viewers. Yeah, some viewers. Make sure that you guys give me some thumbs up, some likes. I really would appreciate that. It really helps the algorithm. So if you guys could leave some thumbs up. Let me see here. We got, what about alt season? Man, the bull run, this was, I got to tell you, it was the worst bull run in, I think, history of crypto. There really wasn't an alt season. Like there was a few things that pumped. There was a few things that moved. But man, it just was painful. It was a painful bull run. And I know a lot of people lost their ass. And like I said, you just got to be patient because it will turn. If you're in good projects that are down, even the blue chips are down 10x, 12x, like 15x. None of them in the out season pumped the way they were expected, and that's unfortunate. It really does suck, but it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast, in crypto. So, but I'm telling you, the out season will come again. I think we'll see meme season really kicking off. You're talking about a coin. I thought you're talking about out season in general. Oh, right, there's a coin out season. Okay, let me check that out. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's early. It's only, what time is it here? It's 9 o'clock, but I've only had one cup of coffee, so I am just waking up. Okay, let me check out this coin you're talking about. Let me open up a new window here. Dex screener. Let's see here. What was the ticker? Hey, bop bop booba doo doo ba. Give me a second. Okay, I see a couple different ones. Is this the one that you're on about? Alt season? Let me just see. It looks like it. It's a $5.82 million market cap. When did this launch? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me put this on a 1 hour chart. There we go. Now we can see it a little bit better. Okay, so this launched, man, wow. Once again, this launched April 18th. 100K market cap. Jesus, man, I wish I would have got into that one. Man, even April 21st, it was still down higher at a 300K market cap. Man, this thing ran. $5.8 million market cap. I mean, it's a healthy chart. It is definitely a healthy chart. What do we got here? Okay.
It's alt season.
I like the website. I can see. I like the narrative. The fun website. Oh man, I remember this. I love it. I mean, I like the vibe, to be honest. It's I can see why it pumped. It's a unique. I'm gonna just minimize this. Interesting. Let me check out their Twitter. Yeah, I'll follow you guys. Why not? 1,000 followers. Look here. I mean, they're even playing off the kind of Wojak vibe in here. Look at that. I love it. Interesting. I mean, man, it's a little bit bigger in market cap than I like to. What happened here? What happened? Share screen. Why am I not sharing screen? What happened? Out season. There we go. What happened? Why did it cut my screen off? Add to stage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like I said, I hope you guys saw the website. But like I said, let me share this one here. I like their website. I like their X. I could definitely see why this pumped. It's a fun narrative. But like I said, unfortunately for me, it's a bit of a bigger market cap than I normally like to jump in on. I like to get in kind of like, with ZOOMER, around that 500K market cap, where there's that potential, at a 500K market cap to 5 million, it's a 10x. I'm happy for that, So for out season, I jump in right now to 5 million. I mean, this has to go to an $11 million market cap for me to get a 10x, right? Will it go there? It may be. Maybe it will go to 50, $60 million market cap. But man, in these markets, it's a hard press to see a coin pump like that. I don't know the team. I don't know much about it. So for me, I feel like I kind of missed the boat, right? Like if I would have got in over here, on April 20th, like I'd been all about it, right? Like Valhalla, I'd be like incredibly happy. Buying in right now, maybe it pumps, maybe it does, maybe it goes to 20 million. I don't know. It's a fun narrative. I like the website. I like everything about it, but for me, it's a little high. Just on my own personal opinion. Like, it's like I said, I'm looking over here at, Wojak, Wojak is, freaking 28 million, and then I come over here and I look at UNC. UNC is 4.7. I probably wouldn't buy UNC right now either. I mean, even though it's way down, it still has to go to a 40, $50 million market cap for me to 10x my money. Whereas when I look at, ZOOMER at a 361K market or 359K market cap, this only needs to get to a $3.5 million market cap for me to 10x my money, right? Not even to the level that UNC is, or not even to the level that alt season is at, right? So it's a lot easier for a coin to pump from 300K to 5 million than it is for a coin to pump from 5 million to 60 million, right? That's the whole point in these market conditions. Now, like I said, now, does that mean, when the meme season and the bull market really kicks up, things can run, you know what I mean? And that's when, when meme season is out hot and heavy, man, I don't mind throwing, $3,000 or $4,000 at a $5 million market cap coin, because I know it can run to 100 million, right? Right now it's a little touch and go, so that's just my own, just food for thought. That's where my brain goes. That's kind of how I see things. So right now, when the markets are a little more consolidated, it's a little more difficult to pump coins. I like to get in 3, 4, 500K market cap, because it's easy enough to pump a coin from 500 to 5 million. Getting in at 5 million in these market conditions, that's where my brain goes. That's my thought process. So take it or leave it. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you kind of where I'm at and what I see and what I feel, right? So, but yeah. Anyways, let's see. Zoomer will follow UNC. Yeah, I totally agree. Zoomer will definitely follow UNC. I agree with that 100%. Zoomer, Roger, Zoomer, amazing. Forg, yeah, let me just pull that up. Give me a second. Definitely let me open our window here. Give me a second. Here we go. Yeah, it definitely had a crazy dip. I like Forg. I do, because there was FOG, which, crazy market caps. So for me, this is a long-term hold. I think people that got in basically over here, $9,000, $10,000 market, they were holding back in here. A lot of those people dumped out. And like I said, and this is what I talk about. It's hard for a coin to really pump in these market conditions for more than like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. It's because there's, when you're in meme season, right? When the bull run and you're in meme season and things are flying, man, you can keep coins up for, 6 months. It's not a problem. But right now it's difficult for a coin to really pump and keep pumping. Because people get in, all these people that were in $20,000, $30,000 market cap right back in here, they see it run up and then they basically get out. And that's where we're at. So we're at 100K market cap right now. I think this is a great time to load up. I think this is a great time. If you want to buy it and sit on it, this is going to run again. I think that this will definitely, for me, Forg is, this is an easy, 100X coin, $10 million market cap. That from right where it's at right now, this is a 100X coin when the bull run kicks off. Okay. So if you got in here and you made some money or some gains on this right here, amazing. I hope you guys made some gains. Take that money, sit on the side, wait till this thing dips. This will probably dip down. I don't know. Right now, where are we at? We're at 100K market, 103K market cap. Maybe it drops to 70, 80K market cap. I don't know. I would load up and get another bag. I'm going to sit on it, because for me, this is an easy $10 million market cap coin when the bull run really kicks off. Okay. So, and this is important. It is so important when you guys are in crypto, is if you get into a coin, if you see a coin and you get in early, you see YouTubers and KOLs and people talking about it. Okay. This is so important. If you invest, let's just say for easy number sakes, let's say you throw in $1,000, especially in these market conditions. If you invest $1,000 and that $1,000 grows to, let's say, $3,000. Okay. You did a 3X. Okay. And you have to pull out your initial investment. Okay. If you invested $1,000 and your portfolio grows to $3,000, pull out $1,200. Okay. Pull out $1,200. You've pulled out your initial investment and you took $200 in profit. Okay. Now you have $1,000 to go and get into whatever next coin. Okay. And you have a free moon bag of Forg. Now Forg tanks and goes to zero, it costs you nothing, but you still have a free moon bag because this has that potential, and you have an extra $200 on the side. And if you want to throw that $200 back into the project like this at these market cap levels, you've just increased your supply like exponentially. And you sit on this. You sit on it until the bull run really comes. You sit on it until the markets turn. You sit on it until things start to fly again. And you can 100x that moon bag. And you still have your initial $1,000 to get into a new coin. Next time you see a YouTuber or somebody talking about it, you throw that $1,000 in, and you ride the wave up, and you take out your initial, and you make a little bit of profits. It's the best advice I can give you. There was a point in time. Okay, let me just show you this. Okay, there was a point in time. There was a point in time where I held over 200 coins. I had 200 coins in my portfolio, and they were all moon bags. Every single coin was a moon bag. Okay. And I didn't care about it. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. 100% honest. I made millions of dollars. I made close to $2.5 million with moon bags. Okay. Now it took me over 2 years, and it was just like right now. I started in a down market. It was right at the end of the bull run. And I had about a $10,000 portfolio. I'm being honest with you guys. I turned $10,000 into about $2 million, but it took me about 3.5 years because I was smart. And I took that $10,000 and I was following crypto gains at the time, back in the day. I was following Sopoman. I was following Altcoin Daily. I was following a bunch of different YouTubers this was back before I even started really getting into crypto, YouTubing myself. Okay. I'm just being 100% honest with you. I'm just you and us talking here. Okay. I leveraged that $10,000 to about $2.5 million in profit. And it took me about 3.5 to 4 years. And I started right at the end of the bull run when the markets were shit. And I would get into projects like with, crypto gains or whatever. He'd make a video and I would jump in. I was in his VIP Telegram chat. Okay. I'm being honest. This is how I made my money. And I'd put in $2,000, and man, sometimes they would pump to 10 grand. And I was like, holy shit. I'd pull out $5,000 and I'd keep a $5,000 moon bag and I'd just put it over there. Okay. Now I invested $2,000. I have $3,000 profit. Okay. And then I still have this free moon bag of a coin that I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe it goes to 100 million. Maybe it crashes to zero. Okay. And next buy alert would come out from a different guy or a different YouTuber. I'd throw in, next time I throw in $5 grand. And then that $5 grand would go to $40,000 or $50,000. I'm like, holy shit. I'd pull out $20,000 and then I'd keep a free moon bag just sitting there on the side. Sometimes those moon bags went to zero, went to dust, but I didn't care. I kept them on the side. And this is how I grew it. And I kept doing that. I kept doing that for about 3 years. And then the bull market really kicked off, and all of those moon bags that I had fucking went parabolic. And I just DCA'd out. It was a piggy bank. I'd sell 10 grand today here, 20 grand here today here, 10 grand today here, 10 grand today here. I had 200 projects in my portfolio, and I was just selling them out. And it was all free money. It was all free money because I was smart. I didn't buy here. I didn't ride it up thinking I wasn't a moon boy. I didn't think it was going to keep going up. I'd sell right, here, and maybe it would keep going up a bit more, and I missed out on some profits, and then I'd watch it fucking retrace and tank back down. But guess what? I never sold that moon bag. I kept that moon bag, and then I moved on to the next project. Okay. So I'm just being honest with you guys. This is how I made insane money in crypto. Okay. It changed my life. Crypto changed my life, paid off my debts, paid off my credit cards. This was right after the pandemic. Okay. I was screwed. And this is how it changed my life, man. I was able to pay off a bunch of stuff. I paid off my car. I paid off my credit cards. I was able to take a nice vacation with my kids, go visit my mom and dad I hadn't seen in like 5 years. And that's how I did it. You have to be smart. Nobody ever went broke taking profits, and you're not going to go broke keeping a moon bag, because the thing is, if you pick good narratives like Fork, okay, like ZOOMER, you pick good narratives that can run shitcoin. for example. Okay. All of these types of things, you pick good narratives that can run when the markets turn. That's where you're going to make this insane money. And it's just going to come out of nowhere. You're going to open your wallet up one day and be like, holy shit, where did all that money come from? Because you're holding 200 projects that you got into, that you were building and building and building. Get in, take some profits, get into the next one. Take some profits to get into the next one. Keep those free moon bags. It's the best advice I can give you guys. So, not financial advice, but I'm telling you what worked for me. I'm telling you what I did. I'm telling you how I made money in crypto. Okay. And it wasn't by holding one coin to Valhalla. It wasn't by, I'm going all in on this one coin and this one coin's going to make me. I mean, maybe that can happen. You know, it can happen if you get really, really, really lucky. But is it better odds to have one coin or a moon bag of 200 coins? Because 100 of those moon bag coins can go to dog shit. And then you only need one of those moon bag coins to do 1,000x, and you made $1 million. And that happens. So it's a numbers game. So just food for thought, just telling you what I did. Like I said, you know, you guys can do it. Play the game however you want to play it, because make no mistake, crypto is a game. And if you know how to play the game, you will make money. Okay. And the game, it's an odds. It's a numbers game. If you keep betting, eventually you will win. Okay. But if you only place one bet, I'm only going to put my money on this one coin. You're on the blackjack table and you're going to put all of your chips on one coin. What are your odds of winning? Now, if you put your chips on black, and you put your chips on, you know, this part of the table, and you put your coin on, you know, odds and evens, and you do all this stuff, you have a lot better chances of winning, right? And that's what crypto is. Get into different narratives and keep free moon bags. So there you go. That's my blah, 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 blah for the day. So anyways, let me see. I see a bunch of other people talking about some stuff. What do we see here? DG, what is this? Hold on, I see a whole bunch of comments here. I'm just going through the comments. Yeah, Zoomer, yeah, definitely. Oh, I think somebody was talking about Doge. Yeah, definitely Doge, I think, is a great, once again, you know, if you could get a moon bag of this, you know, you're golden. Let me just go back over to sharing this page. Not Doge. What is it? Hold on a second, guys. My brain's not working. Why is it not pulling up? Here we go. Here we go. Retard. So yeah, like look here. Doge. I mean, seriously, like there was people over here that got in at like, you know, a couple 500K market cap, and then this thing just went nuclear. It went to 85 million. Now, this is definitely a good coin. I think this is a great coin. Hold on a second. Let me take this off. There we go. I think Doge, you know, has huge potential. I think, you know, this could easily do 100x, in my opinion. $300 million market cap. I mean, I think going back to all-time high is nothing. I think when the markets really kick and start to rip, I mean, we could see this as a, an 80 to 100x coin easily. Okay. And if you've got extra free money on the side, like I said, from, playing buy alerts and getting in early, making those quick little gains, right? 3, 4x, play with $2,000, make a 3x, bam, pull out initial, keep a free moon bag. And then, you've taken some profits, so let's say, like I said, the narrative I was just using. So on a coin like this, it's a bit higher market cap, but it's going to pump. Okay. And you're playing with some of the more lower cap degen stuff. And let's just say you're playing with like, $1,000. And let's say that $1,000 pumps to $3,000 or $4,000. Well, sell $2,000. Keep 50% moon bag of the coin. Take your $2,000 out. Okay. You have $1,000 to get into your next, quick flip play. And you have $1,000 that you throw at something like this. And you just throw $1,000 and I'm going to sit on Doge. I'm going to throw $1,000 here. And I'm going to forget about it. Okay. And you've got $1,000 that you're playing with for that next quick flip play. And the $1,000 you have sitting here, you just sit on it for the next 6 months. And when that $1,000 does a 100x, that $1,000 turned into $100,000. Insane, right? And that's how you grow crypto. That's how you make money in crypto. In my personal opinion, like I said, that was my experience. That's what I've done. That's what I've, so time, that's for me. That's what worked for me. Like I said, everybody has their own strategy. People have done different things, but for me, that's how I made money. Okay. Just moon bags, take profits, moon bags, take profit, moon bag, and then, or buy this coin that's got huge potential, a little bit of profits I put in here and I'm just going to sit on it for 6 months. And before you know it, everything blew up. So, Michael, yeah, it's ZOOMER is definitely going to skyrocket. I totally agree. Where are we at on the ZOOMER chart? Boom. Yeah, 361K, man. Guys, I mean, like I said, this is a no-brainer. This is an easy 10x. This will easily get to UNC. This is an easy 10x. And right now, I mean, like I said, seriously, that's what I'm talking about. $1,000 right now into this. If this does a 10x, $1,000 turns into $10,000. Okay. Sell $5,000 of that. Right. You've got $5,000 of free money. You get in, you get a 10x. You got $5,000 in free money. Take $2,000 and put in Doge, and now you got $3,000 to go get into 3 more high risk, high reward plays. And if you play it right, that 3,000 turns into 15,000, right? And you just keep going and going and going and going. But you got to get in, you got to get out, you got to take those profits, keep those moon bags. Best advice I can give you guys. I mean, I said, that's what worked for me. Like I said, everybody has their strategy, and there's a lot of strategies out there. There's a lot of strategies that can definitely make you some serious gains. Another one here, guys, another long-term hold for me. I'm loading up every time this thing takes a crazy dip, it dips down to 80K, 70. I top up, I buy, I put in a couple $100. Pre-rich, best narrative freaking coin out there. There is no, in my opinion, there is no better narrative coin out there than pre-rich. It is a feel-good coin. It's wealth, prosperity, being the best version of yourself, living your best life, enjoying yourself. The videos, the art, the clips, everything about it. The essence of this coin makes you feel good. It's like, man, that is the life I want. I want to be my best version. And that's what you get when you look at pre-rich. It's an inspirational coin. And for me, I just look here. I look at this. I look at these Land Rover, this Rolls Royce, the jet, the thing. I'm like, oh man, I can handle that lifestyle for a little while. I can handle that. So yeah, pre-rich, guys. Like I said, don't sleep on it. Don't fade it on it. This one is a winner. When the markets turn, when the markets get bullish, like I said, this is the easiest 100x coin I've ever seen. When the markets are bullish and people start talking about it and everybody's in euphoria and people are flush in cash again, this thing will go bananas. That's all I can say. It will go bananas. So, it's coming. So get in there, pick up a moon bag. if you guys got in early, you guys should have made great profits on this. This thing ran all the way up into, over $1 million market cap. We talked about it back over here around 100 and some K. I mean, there's plenty of opportunity to make some great gains on this. And like I said, there should be some massive moon bags from a lot of you guys. And like I said, for me, this is a great opportunity. Just sit on it. It's a hardworking team. They're posting constantly. They're relentless. So that's what it takes. It's a growing community, constant posts. This thing will take off. So that's my outtake on Pre-Rich. I love it. I think it's great. World Cup mascot. Man, that was a big disappointment. Once again, we called World Cup mascot at a 60K, and I think even less, like a 50K market cap in my VI. Let's pull that up. Let me just take a quick little gander over here. Hey, what happened here? Was it this one? Which one was it? Yeah, this was it. Let me see here. So, come here. Come over here. Come here. Hey. So we called this at like a 50K market cap in my VIP Telegram chat. Okay. This is a perfect example. Okay. We called it at like a 50, 60K market cap. Now, this thing ran all the way up to 800K. Okay. 800K from, what is that? I just want to be a little precise here. My brain's not working. So 800K divided by, I would say 50K. So it's a 16X. Okay. If you would have thrown $1,000 at this at a 50K market cap and you wrote it up to here, that was a 16X. That was $1,000 to $16,000. Okay. Even if you got in over here at a 100K market cap, I mean, that was an 8X. If you would have got in at 100K right here, 100K market cap up to here, I mean, it was an 8X. Plenty of time to pull out your initials, plenty of time to take profits. And I know a lot of people that bought in here. There was some people that were talking that bought in at like 100K market cap, rode it all the way up here, took no profits because they're moon boys. They think it's going to go up forever, and then it crashes on their face, and then they cry, right? And then then maybe they sell out right around here, to hopefully break even. A lot of them sold at a loss. There was a lot of people I saw that sold at a loss, but why do you do that? Like, you know what I mean? So like I said, if you invested $1,000 and you saw, $6,000 or $7,000, man, take out your initial, take out an extra $1,000 and you can get into two more plays. Keep a free moon bag. Now, where are we at? We're back into 160K market cap. I mean, this thing ran all the way down to like 30K. So like I said, I know a lot of people too that bought the dip down here, and they could have ran it back up, and great profits to be made. The issue I have with something like the World Cup mascot, I think it's a great coin. I think it had great potential. And the problem is it's a short-lived thing. This isn't the type of coin. Okay. This is not the kind of coin that you want to keep a moon bag on, right? Because there's no reason to keep a moon bag on World Cup mascot. This is the 2026 World Cup. Okay. Once the World Cup happens, there's zero utility for this coin. Okay. It's not like that this coin will be popular in 2027, right? This is a short narrative coin. Okay. Get in, get out, make some money. Okay. And that's what we did. That's what we told everybody right here. You got in at the 60K market cap. And if there was a 16X for you guys to make money and profits on, and it dipped down to 30K, and it's already in, like I said, if you got in at 30K, I mean, you've made what is that? 160K divided by 30K. What is that? 160 divided by 30. That's you're almost a 6x, 5.5x up. Fantastic. So if you bought that dip, man, if you put in, $500, and your $500 turned into $3,000, I'm telling you right now, take out $2,000, take out $1,500. Okay. And try to get out of a coin like this as soon as you can before the World Cup. Okay. That's the reality. Get out before the World Cup. Okay. These are not long-term plays. Okay. But things like Ford, good long-term play. Things like Zoomer, long-term play. Things like Pre-Rich, long-term play, right? Those are long-term coins. Okay. So you have to be smart. You have to know what you're keeping a moon bag of, right? Keep a moon bag of Zoomer. Please, God. If you get into this right now at 360K market cap and this goes to a $3.6 million market cap, you've 10x'd your money. I hope that you take profits. I hope that you pull out your initials. You have extra money to get into new projects and you keep a nice size moon bag. And if this thing dips down to, 200K or whatever it is, you've lost nothing, because this narrative will run like crazy when the meme season and the bull run really kicks off. Okay. So those are just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. So, bro, if you're looking at it like Dodge. Penguinu, yeah, man. I've also looked at Penguinu. I think it's also a good one. I'm not going to look at the chart. I've already been on for 41 minutes. I was only going to be do a 30-minute play today, but Penguinu has potential as well. I think that's also another good play. We can talk about that one down the road. I think it's definitely going to dip a lot more than from where it's at right now. I think there's going to be better entries, but I think that's a very good long-term narrative coin. So check it out. Put it on your radar. But for right now, if we're talking about the best opportunities right now, Zoomer. It's going to be it's the best narrative coin you've got right now for this easy 8, 9, 10x. Get in, make some nice gains, and then utilize that, leverage that to get into your next plays and continue to grow those moon bags, because Zoomer is an easy 100x coin, in my opinion, 100x coin. When the market kicks off, I think right now you can see some great gains in the short term, massive gains in the long term. Okay. So, just my own personal thoughts and opinions, not financial advice, everybody. But anyways, I do appreciate each and every one of you joining. Sorry for all the rambling, but I was just telling you a little bit about my story. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that, but leave some likes, leave some comments, and really look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And I'll definitely review some more coins for you guys. But thanks again for joining, and everybody have a great day. Don't forget to smile, get outside, enjoy life, and make sure you tune in next time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm. So everybody take care, pick up some Zoomer, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.